So then guys, you may want to wait until next year in 2027 as Apple will be launching their 20th anniversary iPhone known as the iPhone 20. So today I want to go over 10 different leaks for this new iPhone. So starting out with leak number one, and that's actually all to do with the name. Now a lot of you guys, if you're doing the maths right now, we are on the iPhone 18 Pro Max coming out this year in September. So in 2027, why are we skipping to iPhone 20, you might be asking? What's happened to the iPhone 19 models? Well, the actual real reason behind that is because of the actual way how Apple over the last 10 years have released their phones. Now, ever since the iPhone 11 onwards, we've actually had the numbers going up normally. So we've had 11, 12, 13, you get the idea, all the way up to where we are with 18. But it was when we actually got to 2018, that's where things were a little bit different. What we had then, we had the iPhone XS come out, and also we had the iPhone XS Max. And you remember this, we used to have these S kind of phones. We used to have like the iPhone 4S, the 5S, 6S, you get the idea. We used to have these kind of models coming out in the past, and Apple got rid of that. So the iPhone XS, what came out in 2018, was the last of this S sort of series. And if that actually had become the iPhone 11, you get where we are, we'd be right now iPhone 19. Now the reason why it's going to be called iPhone 20 is obviously it's the 20th anniversary. 2007 was when the first iPhone came out, and here we are coming up to 2027. It will be 20 years later since the original iPhone came out. So this makes sense why this is going to be the case here. But then for number two, the next leak you probably want to know about is what about the actual design of this phone? Well, this is where probably the biggest change of it all is going to actually happen. If you have a look at these renders right here, I am going to say these not 100% accurate. This is obviously subject to change, but the idea is that Apple are going to make a glass display over the top of their iPhone where it's actually go all the way around the whole phone this time around. So basically it would have curved edges all the way around it. Now what we have actually had is another leak, what you can see right here, what actually kind of indicates how this is going to look. This is why I said that my kind of renders are a little bit exaggerated on this, is that we're going to have this kind of metal kind of chassis coming up about 3/4 up the actual phone like we have right now. What's either going to be probably made out of titanium or aluminum or aluminium, depending where you're in the world. But the idea is that we'd have this curved sort of screen going around to about 1/4 around the actual phone going into it this time around. The idea is, I believe, that Apple want to make that liquid glass kind of effect, and that obviously if you look on the phone straight on, you wouldn't see any bezels whatsoever. It will just look like pure glass looking at this phone. What would look absolutely amazing, and I think this is what Apple are trying to do here, giving you that kind of effect here. So that is what's also going to happen, and the biggest change in the design going forwards. But then after this, we've heard of a third big leak, and that is if you're expecting just one size for the iPhone 20, well, it looks like there's going to be two sizes for it. We've been told we're going to get probably a 6.3 inch and also a 6.9 inch. Very similar to the kind of screen sizes that we have right now with, say, the iPhone 17 Pro and the iPhone 17 Pro Max. That is what we're actually going to get this time around with the phones again. There'll be two size options. It does also mean, does this mean that this phone could be called the Pro, because we've got two size options, and the Pro Max? We'll just have to wait and see on that. But the main thing is there are going to be two sizes available. But the next leak we've heard for leak number 4, and that is all to do with the actual dynamic island and also, I'm going to say, Face ID. We've been told there is the potential that the next iPhone, this iPhone 20, might not even have its camera showing or Face ID showing on it whatsoever. We've been told there is the potential that we could have an on-display Face ID and camera, what would only come visible like when you'd have to authenticate yourself with Face ID, or for example, the camera would come visible if you were doing, say, a video call or taking a selfie picture. It would only appear at that time, but then it would kind of disappear underneath the screen when you're watching your media. Now, other companies have done this before in the past. Samsung did this in the past, for example, on some of their old fold phones. They did do this too, but it looks like Apple are looking to adapt this into their iPhone 20 model this time around, and it will give that an idea that it's just a pure piece of glass that you're watching. The great thing is that if you are watching media kind of in a landscape kind of point of view, you would have no obstructions whatsoever. So this is going to be really cool to see how this does turn out. But then next of all, I still want to talk about the display here for leak number 5, and that is we've also been told with this display is that it's actually going to be quite a thin one. Now why this matters is because, as you can imagine looking at this design right here with these renders, is that obviously that if it's going to be this kind of thick sort of curvy glass, you're going to imagine that is the whole screen and nothing can fit underneath that little part. Well, that is not actually going to be the case. The screen's going to be super thin and hollow underneath it, and this means that all the kind of electronics and also battery can fit inside of this. So this is going to be really good that we are actually going to have space for kind of a battery, a bigger battery to fit underneath the screen, even though it's kind of all rounded. Plus also that this display is also going to be the best one ever. It's going to be like an LTPO sort of plus sort of display. It's going to have fantastic brightness, fantastic refresh rate, and it will probably be one of the most efficient displays that Apple have ever made too. So yeah, this is going to be really exciting to see. But first, just quickly guys, I want to tell you about the 2 channel giveaways that we are doing. That's right, there are 2 of them. The first one is for new members who have joined this channel, and we are going to be giving away an iPhone 17 Pro Max to 1 lucky member on this channel when we get to 1,500 members, and that's really good chances that you could win this. Now, like I said, it's for any new members. If you haven't been a member yet, you can join right below. The other great thing about being a member is you'll get behind the scene things. You'll also see renders and other things before anybody else, and this is going to be a great thing to do to potentially get the new iPhone 17 Pro Max 2. But like I said, we do have a second giveaway, and it is also for this right here. It's for a MacBook Air, and this is a 15-inch one, and this has got an M4, and it's also got the likes of 24 gigabytes, around 512 gigabytes of storage. And I'm giving this away to 1 lucky subscriber when we get to 850,000 subscribers. And all you have to do to enter in for this giveaway is just put down some comments below of what technology gear you're hoping to get in 2026. Maybe it's a new iPhone, a new MacBook, maybe it's got nothing to do with Apple whatsoever. It could be a Nintendo Switch 2, a PS5, whatever it is, put it down in the comments below. But you also got to make sure you're a subscriber as well, because obviously I'm giving this away to 1 lucky subscriber. The other thing I'd also encourage you to do is share this video with your families and friends, because the sooner we get to 850,000 subscribers, the sooner we can give this away. The same with also being a member as well. The sooner we get more members, the sooner I can give this away. Now, the other thing I just want to quickly say is obviously the chances of this is about a 1 in 850,000 chance, whereas this one is about a 1 in 1,500 chance. So the odds of this are far better if you become a member. So yeah, just be aware of that too. But when we do get to 850,000 subscribers on this one, I will be making a video on this channel giving more details about the giveaway, including a form to fill in too. So like I said, make sure you subscribe to this channel, get your friends and family to do it, and hit that notification bell because you won't want to miss out on that video when I announce when I do the live stream for this giveaway. Now, the last thing I just want to quickly say is sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonating you, telling you to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram direct message. Please do ignore these people. Best to see right here. Please do report them. So moving on from this then, for the 6th big leak we've heard about, you know how I just told you about how the display is going to be curved and it's giving more space? Well, there's another sort of space-saving move that Apple are going to do, and that is they're going to introduce taptic buttons to the iPhone. Now, we've had taptic buttons before on an iPhone in the past. If you remember when we used to have, say, the iPhone 7, we also had the iPhone 8 and also the iPhone SE 2nd and 3rd generation, the home button was a taptic button. So this means it wasn't a physical click button. It actually just vibrated instead and gave you the illusion of this. And it looks like Apple wants to do the same for all of their buttons this time on the iPhone. Now, by doing this, it does save space because it means on the edges, then we don't actually have to have actual buttons that click in and click out. So this will help a lot here in saving space, and also that it means, again, bigger battery could actually fit inside of this phone. So this is quite an exciting one to see. But then for the 7th big leak we've heard about, and that is all to do with that battery as well. As much as I said we've got more space for this battery, the other great thing is that Apple are looking to making a new type of battery, or investing in a new type of battery technology. And this is a pure silicon anode battery. Similar in a way to a solid state battery, but not exactly the same. The great news about this is that you could actually fit more milliamps into the same size battery than what we have, say, in an iPhone right now. So So if you can imagine the battery, what's inside an iPhone 17 Pro Max, the size and the thickness of it, the dimensions, you could fit even more inside of that actual size. So as much as I said that the actual space is going to be bigger in the phone for a larger battery, this is great news to hear, but we also be able to squeeze in even more milliamps. So battery life is going to be a massive boost this time around. And funnily enough, that also does lead me on to leak number 8, and that is we're also going to get the A21 Pro chip put inside of his phone based on Apple's second generation 2nm processor meter die. And what this means is that it's going to be even more efficient than what we're going to be getting this year with the iPhone 18 Pro Max, and also performance is going to be pushed out even further again. The great news with this, when you mix the likes of that larger battery, this A20 Pro, that sort of even better, more efficient screen, and also the haptic buttons and all of these other great things too, you can imagine battery life is going to be way better, and it's also going to last easier than any other kind of iPhone that's ever been released before. But then after this, for leak number 9, we've also been told for the iPhone 20 that we're also going to get an upgrade with the RAM what's actually being used with this phone. We've been told we're going to use a new type of RAM, what's called a 3D stat type of RAM. This is very similar if you've looked at 3D caching on some processors that exist right now. And the same sort of idea is going to be put into RAM, a kind of the same idea. I don't say it's going to be exactly the same as the cache, but similar idea in the architecture. And this is also going to come to the iPhone, because right now the actual iPhones use traditional RAM, like what you find in your laptop, for example. And it's going to be a different type of RAM specifically designed for mobile chips, and it's also going to help out here. So it's going to be even faster with its memory bandwidth, and the way how it's accessed is going to be even greater too. So obviously you can open up really heavy use apps and also multiple apps at the same time, and you won't feel any slowdown on the phone. This is going to be great to see. But then finally, for the 10th big leak we've heard about is that Apple also making a custom new sensor and lens for the main camera on the rear. And in fact, this is going to be a HDR sensor built through from the day one. Because at the day right now, we do have HDR mode recording abilities and things like this on an iPhone, but this is done digitally. This is enhanced after, as it were. Whereas now, this time, the sensor is actually going to be built from the ground up to be HDR, and also going to be designed specifically from Apple. In the past, Apple have actually used, say, Sony sensors or Samsung sensors. This time, they're actually going to design their own one and then actually get somebody else to create it, but it's going to be their own creation, how it's going to be designed. And this is going to be really interesting to see how this is going to turn out for the iPhone 20 as well. But really, guys, those are the top 10 leaks we have for the iPhone 20. Are you going to wait out to 2027 and get one of these phones, or are you still going to get yourself a new phone anytime soon? Or maybe you're going to wait out even longer than this. Whatever it is, let me know in the comments below. And on that note as well, guys, it's time to wrap up the video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. As always, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews, and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.